Hey guys, today's video is going to be something a little bit different than I normally work on. I got one of these fans here. It's your standard like 20-inch window fan or whatever size they are. But this applies to any fan in general. And this one ran for a long time, and all of a sudden that's all it'll do. You can smell the motor heating up when it did it. So in this case, it's probably salvageable more than likely. But if you had one completely smoke out, then it's not going to be salvageable. But everybody throws these away as soon as they quit working or as soon as they start having problems with it. It's usually a very simple fix, and I found probably 5 of these in the last year, people thrown away and fixed them. This may be one of them. I can't remember, but I know this one used to work at one point. But first of all, these aren't made to be used for like 24/7. And you want to do this with it unplugged and everything too. You can't save every single one of them. Most of the time you can though. Another screw down here at the bottom. The cover just comes off. You can also remove the back cover, but it's not necessary. There's the number one problem with these. Nobody keeps them clean. You're supposed to clean them on a regular basis. So this motor is just about locked up. So you reach back here, go ahead and unplug it. The fan will just pop off the shaft like this. See, this needs cleaned bad. That's a big problem with these. It causes the motors to overheat and stuff. So this will definitely be cleaned before we put it back together. This is your motor here, and a lot of times these just need oiled is all they need. It's recommended if you're going to use one of these a whole lot, take it apart every year. Just put a couple drops of oil on that. I'm going to get some WD-40 soaking on there. Just oil in that shaft right there like that. Soaking on there a little bit. Try to work it in. Can't save all of them. This one's pretty stiff. Now let me try to clean it up a little bit and get to the back part of it. Might have to actually pull the motor out in this case. Just have to see. Now let me clean this up a little bit off camera and we'll look at it. Alright, got it cleaned up pretty good. So I'm going to take a pair of pliers and gently move this back and forth a little bit. It's already, like you have just a tiny bit of in play on these. If you move it back and forth while you're spinning it, it helps get that oil down in there. So it's already better than it was. It's still pretty stiff though. This one may be gone. If you take the back cover off, you can get to the back part of the motor here. Oil that real good as well. A lot of people won't do that because it's harder to get to, and I understand it. But that back bearing needs oil just as well as the front bearing. So again, do the same thing. Try to get it spinning. This is already getting better than it was. Just gotta keep working with it. You can't really use too much oil, except for it will get messy and drip out, and the fan will pick it up when you do get it running. So let me work with this. It's already getting way better than it was. So, alright, let me keep working with this, and at the end when I get it freed up, I'll put some actual motor oil on it, and that'll really help keep it going. Alright, so at this point, I got the motor running, and all the speeds are working. If you don't want to spin on one of the low settings, it probably still needs more oil. But you can pretty much tell when they start freeing up. It's real easy to spin. You can move it up and down. So now you flip it back over. Turn it back on. Now let it work down in that back bearing on there. I think this one might be alright. So I'm going to let it run like this. Keep switching it back and forth, getting some oil in there. Then we'll put some actual motor oil in there to get it to last. Go ahead and start wiping up any excess oil, because if you don't, it will just get slung out of the fan. Flip it over again. Wipe out that excess. WD-40. WD-40 is good, but it seems like WD-40 just don't last as long as like a motor oil does. Something else that would work good would be like white lithium grease, if you had any of it. If anybody's wondering what this is a little starting capacitor or run capacitor. Let the excess oil off. I think we're good to go. I'm going to clean the actual fan itself, the blades. We'll put this back together and we'll see if it works. Alright, so your fan blade just goes on one way and it just presses on. There's a flat spot in the shaft of the motor. You can line up the flat spot in here. And it just presses back on. Just like that. If it spins this free, you pretty much got it. As long as the motor ain't burning up, you just got to work with it like this. Now, I want to test it with the covers off. I don't recommend doing that, but just be careful if you do. That's the low speed setting. Medium. High speed. So we pretty much got this one. Let me go and put the covers back on, and we'll finish up the video. Alright, so that's pretty much fixed. Got it all back together. It's working good. You're not going to be able to fix all of them. If one of them's locked up like this and the motor burn up, you're not going to be able to fix it. Now, you're probably wondering, how long is this going to last? Well, it may last the life of the fan. It might last a day. But chances are it's going to last a good long time. Especially if you use another type of oil besides just WD-40. A WD-40 or a PB Blaster or something would be good just to get it to free up. Or if you put that oil or like a grease in there, that's going to make the fix last a lot longer than it would be if you just use like WD-40 on it. I recommend taking it apart every year or twice a year to clean and oil. Anytime you take it apart to clean it, go put a couple drops of oil on it. And a little bit of oil is cheaper than buying a new fan. These are like almost $30 now. They used to be like $15. But if you don't have no WD-40 or any oil in hand, if you got any like sewing machine oil, anything like that will work. Even sounds funny, but it would work in a pinch if you didn't have no oil at all. If you got a car that's got a regular dipstick on it, take it off and just use a couple drops off your dipstick would be enough to get it going probably. So just any type of oil would be good. Sewing machine oil, like I said, would be good. Pretty much anything will work on it. Well guys, questions, comments, or if you want to see any of the similar repairs on something like this, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. I just thought I'd make this video. It's an old fan we've had, and thought before I threw it away I would try to fix it. And another thing I want to say, these fins are bad about, the blades on these fans are bad about breaking. So if you did get one like this that quit working and the motor burned up, whatever, save the fan blade off of it at least, and maybe these guards and pretty much anything else you can save off of it, because you never know if you get another one that might break. At least you get a part you can throw on it. So I always try to salvage anything I can off of these. Yes, they're cheap, but it's free to fix it. So alright guys, we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.